Many years ago, there was a minister working among lepers. And every morning he would get up and he would give a devotional. He said, "I'm here with you, lepers, seeking to help you in the pain, in the agony of your life." He worked there for several years. And then one day he began to notice wounds on his own body that wouldn't heal. He kept trying to do different things. It was a very poor area to heal himself. There was no healing. And so one morning he got up to address the lepers, and for the first time he said, "Fellow lepers, I am here with you today as one of you, a leper." We are all lepers. We are all sinful. You know, sometimes because I preach in a lot of places, I'll hear something that it just makes me sick inside. Someone will go, "Oh, you're a man of God." Really? There are no great men of God. Let me repeat that. There are no great men of God. If you say something like that, I know your theology is really bad. I know you're unbiblical. All there are sinful, weak men of a great and a merciful God. That's all there is. Every day I'm reminded. There was a singer years and years ago, most of you are too young. His name was Keith Green. And he had a song, "I seem to have a wealth of so many thoughts about myself." I get up every morning, I think about that. I know Jesus has saved me. But even in my 40-some years of serving him, how much of it was really about him and how much of it was about me? My greatest thought, my purest thought, my greatest sacrifice would only earn me hell. I am saved for the same reason the Apostle Paul is saved. And the Apostle Paul was saved for the same reason the thief on the cross was saved. Jesus Christ died for my sin. And that is it. That's all. True Christianity has only one boast. It's not about I kept the law. It's not about I'm a good person. It's not about any of that. If you are Christian, your only boast is this: Jesus Christ died for wretches like me. There's only one hero in true Christianity, and it is Jesus Christ. The rest of us have done nothing but failed across the board. And so I don't care who comes here to preach, he's a fellow leper. And you say, "Well, I appreciate you calling yourself a leper, but I don't appreciate you calling me a leper." The most loving thing I can ever do to you is tell you what you are. You are a leper. You are a sinner. And so am I. So am I. If I could get inside your head, I would not like what I see. And if you could get inside of mine, you would be disappointed. You would be disappointed. Because all we have is Christ. And that's what sets Christ and the Christian religion separate from every other religion. And we're going to talk about that. Every other religion in the world is about what somebody does to make God owe them something. Christianity is the only religion where we fall upon God and his Son with nothing in our hands. Another thing you need to understand, many of you, well, Most of you, I guess all of you, were born in the West. You were born here in America. And you look around at America and you go, Christianity is really not that big a deal. I mean, not that many people believe, and most people laugh. And what you have to understand is America is not the world. Throughout the world, Christianity is growing, advancing. You know where the greatest number of Christians are in the world? The highest populace and percentage of Christians in the world? It's not the United States. It's Africa. Second to Africa, South America. Second to South America, Asia. Some of the greatest theologians, some of the greatest preachers, in my opinion, the greatest preacher, is not in America. It's in Africa. Others in South America. And so what you need to realize that whatever you think about Christianity, well, in prison, it's a small thing. Outside these walls, it's a small thing. No, God's doing amazing things. And it's through His Son. Through His Son. Through His Son. So there's no great man of God visiting you. There's a puny little man just like you who has received grace through the death of God's Son, and that is it. And you're saying, yeah, that's the way you were, but He changed you. No. It's the way I still am. Apart from His grace, as I said, my best thought would only earn me hell. All I have is Christ. I'm 63. I have had massive heart attacks, open heart surgery, all kinds of things. I've already decided, I told my wife, what is to be written on my tombstone. And it's this: I contributed nothing to my salvation but my sin. And I contributed nothing to my ministry but my weakness. My hope is Christ. My hope is Christ.